What's happening? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I found this shirt. It's got, I don't know what that is. Whatever it is, it's got nice colors. I don't know. And the weather here in Louisiana has been super gloomy and like rainy and stormy kind of nonsense, you know what I'm saying? So this weekend, starting since like Friday, it's been really nice actual summer weather. Because if you don't know, like it's hurricane season here right now. Uh, and so I don't know, I was feeling like wearing, you know what I mean? Some kind of reminded me of the yeah, with the, yeah, the, you know, the beach and stuff. So anyway, uh, I posted that this one's gonna be like more of a proper live. I'm gonna start doing that. What's going on? I'm gonna start doing that essentially. I'm still gonna get in. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna blow through like how I made the beat for a song, and then if anybody's in here at that point, I'm gonna start like, do you guys have any questions? Or if any questions are asked up until that point, I'll like answer them and stuff. Cause I feel bad. I've been like kind of breezing through it because I haven't been expecting people to be in here. You know, so soon after I got started releasing again. So, but you know what I'm saying? I'm with it. So we about to do the thing. You know what I mean? Anyway, let me just get started on it real quick. What song did I just release? Oh, new shit. I released new shit. So last week, I it was more of a sample based. I always like to bring it up to let you guys know, like, you know, it's okay to do samples and stuff, but you should always be trying to like do some of your own like MIDI stuff just to kind of keep it. I don't know, be more authentically you instead of based off of whatever people can give you, you know what I mean? Like producers. So anyway, so in this one, it was really simple. I just remember playing on a keyboard a G sharp minor, and I was like, man, I really like this. I had no idea what it was called. I had to research the keys to see what chord it is when these three are played. And then I found something that just sounded really nice and smooth on the eardrums. And so the MIDI that I used, or the instrument I used, is called it's Omnisphere. It's just like the standard Omnisphere download, and it's the Hammond Perk Rhodes One. So I'm assuming there's more than one, but whatever. Anyway, so let me turn this thing up so you guys can hear it. But essentially, it's just three notes over and over and over again. Just in a chord. It's four though, cause I scaled the. So it's a G sharp minor, right? So it starts with that G sharp. Turn this up more. Okay, and then the fifth to that would be D sharp. So I'm assuming the third here, since they're both like black keys, they're sharps. You would call it a minor third. I don't know. I don't know music theory like that. I just know what that it sounds good. So, so the three together. That sounds really nice. So I basically just did that, and then it was just whatever over and over again. So, but the way that the wave goes, I don't know why, but like because of that, I kind of moved everything back one in terms of the way I made the beat. So I don't know, but it gets weird sometimes whenever you use instruments that got a little like its own offbeat tremolo and stuff. Anyway, so all I did was, yeah, the G sharp, D sharp, and B to make a G sharp minor chord, and then I went up an octave, and then just added the G sharp up an octave. That was literally it. So the sample. On some new. Oh shit! Let me turn that off. So it's just the chord itself. There it is. Have a little bit of reverb on it, but whatever stock reverb they just fucking have there, I just put that on there. So I do have a kick here, but I knew that I wanted the driving, like I had it in my head, like an 808 over, the 808 would essentially be the melody over the chords. The chords are stagnant. It's one chord. It's the G sharp minor all the way through. And so to me, this is part of creating this sample, or part of creating the creative the melody part. So I put the 808 in there, and I believe it's just those same three, just the G sharp, the B, and the D sharp. Yeah, I just put them in a melodic order. I think it starts with the G sharp. Yeah, you'll see, you'll hear it. Anyway, I basically went with the same three notes that I played, the G sharp, D sharp, and the B. I made this pattern. This is what I can do, just so you guys can hear it. So it's essentially that over and over again, but obviously 2 octaves down from that. And so over the chords, I mean, it's really simple, whatever. And that was enough for me melodically. So anyway, I had 2 snares because I knew there was a way that I wanted to kind of make it sound. So I started with just my regular snare, right? Added that in. It sounds like this. And the other one, I think all I did was get the same snare, and yeah, and I just reversed it. So, and then that it kind of gave it this. And then, boom, yeah, I kind of just put that over the shit. So from there, you can fill in the gaps with the hi-hats, you know? Real live sounding, full of reverb and life, velocities and stuff, you know what I mean? Not too much going on there, just drives the song in a nice mellow pace. And then I put a little bit of the swagger in there. Made it fucking fat. On some new shit. More true shit. And that's pretty much it, you know what I mean? Yeah, all my shit is super simple, and then but it's about getting in there and doing it every single day. That's pretty much it. So anyway, yeah, so this is the portion where, like I said, wanted to go through that like normal, but if anybody's in here now, I see we got one person. Feel free to ask any questions or anything like that in the comments. If not, then then we'll pull it out, but I'll give a couple minutes. But yeah, that's what I put in my story. I was kind of feeling bad, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. I've been kind of feeling bad that like I get in and then people might be saying stuff. Some days it's like this, where there's like people come in and watch and don't say anything, and then some days I have like a list going up my phone of like people talking, but like I'm in and out, and so like I ignored them and I feel really bad. So I try to contact them afterwards if I can remember their names, because not like I can go back and watch it in post. So but yeah, so if anybody got any questions, if not, I guess we'll just leave it at that. Yeah, we got one more release. We got this release coming up next week, and then after that we got another song with another music video drop and things like that. So it's going to be tight. I think I'm pretty excited for anybody who wants to stick around and hear this part. Is essentially like, to me personally, I feel like I Care that was released last week and the new shit this week was pretty they're kind of good standalone on their own, but at the same time, I just feel like the one that comes out with the next music video, so August whatever 3rd or 6th, that one there is gonna be just shows like it's just the discriminatory line between like all my better stuff and then the stuff at kind of the beginning where I was just kind of figuring it out. Bro, can you talk Hindi or Urdu? No, I can't. I grew up speaking Punjabi, but that got lost. My parents separated and I wasn't around my dad enough. I can understand it kind of, while I'm there, like when they're talking to me, I just can't respond in it. But all my cousins speak Hindi and Punjabi, but unfortunately for me, it just kind of got lost. I also can understand Spanish, but not speak it, because my older brother and sister are Spanish on my mom's side. So, yeah, kind of weird. I can understand a lot, just can't speak a lot. You know what I'm saying? Any other questions? I'm more than happy. And it could be anything, you know what I mean? Questions like that about me, my life, or anything, or questions about, like, anything you need help with or anything like that. And even afterwards, if you missed it and you're watching this in the post, you can always feel free to, like, DM me. I'm more than happy to give out this knowledge. I accrued it. I mean, I'm going to apply it every day, but I'm more than happy to give it to other people. Um, or you can put it in the comments or anything like that. It doesn't really matter. So, in terms of perspectives, and the merchandise stuff, I'm always gonna leave the links in these starting from here on out. Okay, I'm Punjabi too. Hell yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm in Louisiana, so there's not a lot of Punjabs down here. I'm just kind of by myself. But yeah, I'm always gonna leave the links to the ebook minis, the perspectives, and the merchandise and stuff like that. I'm gonna start leaving them in the description of these lives and stuff, and I'm gonna get it like that. So, anyway, it looks like that's it. What helped you improve your voice the most over time? I'll tell you what. When I was a kid, I actually was kind of late talking, but that's because I was very very ADHD. And I would just make a ton of noises. And a lot of times, what happens with ADHD kids is like those neurons don't really just the synapses don't happen the way they're supposed to, or just because they're, I don't know, they can be overactive. I don't know the exact science about it, but anyway, yeah, essentially I made a bunch of noises instead at an early age, and then I would just kind of babble and things until I figured out how to talk. But for a really long time, I had vocal nodules, which means I had to go to speech therapy and things like that. And one of the things, yeah, I had to do was like deep breaths with like hums, like that kind of thing. And so that kind of translated. Of course, I started doing like musicals and like picked up the guitar and stuff like that in high school and middle school and things. But I was so bad on my throat. So the biggest thing that helped was transferring that same like speech therapy in terms of like breathing and humming out soft and being soft and gentle on your voice, and applying that to my life. Like everything I did had to be gentle on my vocal. You know what I'm saying? I worked in like a as a butcher for 5 years, and that cold air and stuff and speaking over the AC units is really really terrible for you. Going to parties and yelling at other people all the time over the music and shit. It's not it. You know what I mean? Not if you want to be levels above, or if you're hoping to get that place. And yes, you can train raspiness that way too. So yeah, the best thing is be gentle for your voice. In terms of developing like the skill itself, reps, you know what I mean? Find people you want to not sound like, but people who it sounds good to your ears. Listen to them and kind of like go work with them. Cover their songs or just do acapellas of their songs and just get it right. Don't be afraid to practice is the biggest thing. And the difference between practice, I know Harry Mack said it in his like freestyle practice tutorial things online. But it's a really good point. Like I was in band for like 8 years of my life, and it's the same thing. We're all taught the same thing. Practice. You better be sounding bad. Otherwise, you're just showing off for no reason. You need to be working on something that sounds terrible so that it doesn't sound terrible later, so that it transfers into your performances. Your performances is you having fun, you showing off your skills. You can't show those skills off if you don't practice and hone them whenever you're by yourself. Don't be afraid to sound like shit, you know what I mean? And go actually do it real time. Don't it's just like any sport or whatever. You can think about it all day long, but you have to go out and you got to do it. You know what I mean? You have to actually, you don't just soft sing, whatever. How you want to spit on the mic, how you want to spit on the stage, you got to do that by yourself in a room by yourself for hours and hours on end. I do that in my bathroom for an hour every 30 minutes to an hour, not in the shower, just looking at myself in the mirror. It's kind of weird. It's a thing I do, but I picked it up from doing musicals and things like that. It's just one of those things. If you're able to keep eye contact with yourself or whatever, watch yourself perform and perform well, it kind of helps translate. But yeah, so I guess the two biggest things would be practice and be very very gentle with your voice, just in general. You need to practice and use, just like your muscles. You need to hone them, and then you need to heal them. So anything that's not you recording or practicing or writing should be you healing. So use it as an excuse to be a better person and not talk over people and yell at people and things like that. You know what I mean? Be a better listener and stuff like that, I guess. I always felt like things that are good for you and in line with your actual true subconscious interests always bleed over into the rest of your life, and it usually has a positive effect if it's really what you are passionate about. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. Yeah, I see, bro. I'm impressed. Hey, man, I appreciate that. Not a lot of people talk about vocal health. A lot of jams. Hey, man, look, there's a lot of things that a lot of people don't talk about. There's a lot of weird stuff. That's why every time I show people how to make my beats and stuff, it's I tell you the exact instrument and stuff like that, because it's like people don't want to give away like some kind of fucking cheat code. It's weird. It doesn't make any sense like at all. I'm like, it's not like you're gonna what become me. Like, I believe in myself. I want to do my own thing, and there's enough to go around, especially in the music industry. So any questions like that, I'm always happy to give at least the extent of my knowledge on it, which is always going to be growing, obviously, because I'm still growing in this. But vocal health is one of those things. The stigma around using samples is another one of those things. Of course, you want to make sure that you're covered. So using like Splice, Looperman, things where you're covered. Splice, especially since it's kind of a paid thing, but it doesn't break the fucking bank. It's like a small subscription every month. Those are the things I always recommend for that. But like, yeah, anything, man. I'm always down to give some knowledge. But all right, looks like we covered it all. You guys got anything else to say? Say your piece. I love my fucking candles. Anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Going forward, that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna show you guys. As soon as I get on, start running through how I made the beat, and then I'm just gonna be like, "What's up with everybody?" And then actually do a Q&A and talk and stuff. I don't think I'm probably gonna let anybody like hop on, unless somebody, hits me. Hits me beforehand. Hey, let's plan this kind of like jump on the live together thing. Otherwise, like I don't know what I'm getting myself into. You know what I'm saying? Hi, bro. What's good? What's good? Joseph. Joseph. Sorry. Anyway, bro, sorry for interrupting, but I always want to know about your hair. What do you want to know about my hair? I mean, I just cut it. It was like down to like right here. I don't know if you can see it, like your bottom rib. That's how long this shit was going. But yeah, I cut it 2-3 days ago. For a music video I was supposed to shoot, but we had to reschedule till next week because of some stuff with the lighting guy. But yeah, I mean, in terms of, what exactly do you want to know about the hair? How I take care of it? I mean, I don't know. I exercise pretty often. I try to. So because of that, I rinse it every day, but I only wash it like every other day or every third. It all depends on how the intensity, because like in the winter, you don't sweat as much. But in the summer, like right now, man, I got to wash this thing like every other day, and sometimes every day if I exercise multiple times a day. Okay, everything, got you. In terms of just general care and stuff, putting it up that often is not great. There are definitely some things that you can use. I like to use a lot of, like, I shop at Costco and they have some, like, shampoo and conditioner stuff that's, like, mostly natural. You're never going to get soap that's all natural. Just detergents aren't natural like that. But, that's what I do. I do condition it every day. So, like, I'll take a shower after I exercise. So I'll wake up at 5 and I go for, like, a 3-mile, 4-mile thing. When I get back, I'll take a shower, rinse it out very thoroughly with hot water, and then I'll put like conditioner. You don't put conditioner at the roots, by the way. I had to learn that the hard way. You put conditioners basically in the body of the hair, and then when you shampoo, which is like every other day, every third day, depending on how dirty it gets, you put the shampoo at the roots to clean it out and that's where, like, keep your scalp clean and stuff. And then but I always put conditioner. That usually helps keep it strong, even though I put it up all the time. And for your beard, make sure you have beard oil, baby. So anyway, keep running your race. I'm gonna have to take a Sing the Rapper playlist soon and just to compile yourself. I appreciate it, man. Everything helps for sure. There's a lot of things too as an artist you learn. Oh, it's all good, man. That you learn about like the algorithms and stuff like that, and it can be real easy to get fucking lost. So like every single day, like I'll come in and I have like right here, you know what I'm saying, like a little whatever's backwards, but it's got like the things that I prioritize and the things I need to do in my day. So it's like always making the songs and making music is my priority every day. So that has to happen first. That has to happen. If I don't feel good, I have to take a ton of coffee. I don't care. You know, it has to happen. And just you can get lost in the posting and stuff, but always just remember what you're doing this for. You're doing this because you love music, so do music. You know, or if it's anything, you know, if you're a website design person or whatever, just make sure you're doing that thing that you fucking care about. And then let the other things kind of happen. Post it out for people to see, but you don't have to. Like lately, I've been posting like every day. So this last week, I was like, "Fuck, I gotta slow down, man," because I don't care that much about this. I care more about the quality of music, and I wanted to make sure I wasn't getting behind and things like that. So all good. I appreciate the questions, man. There's a lot more than I fucking figured. I would try to pronounce everybody's name, but if you guys want me to do that, you're just gonna have to put your name in the shit because I can't be going like Instagram names. Weird as hell. Y'all people be going hard in the paint for no reason with your Instagram names. So yeah. Anyway, I appreciate y'all stopping by and stuff. I'm gonna keep this going like this. Links for the ebook minis and the merchandise and everything like that is gonna be in the description of this live when it posts. So yeah, remember Tuesday midnight we got another one coming out. Be there or be square. Much love, baby. See y'all later.